All right. Hello, everybody. This is not an episode of the Junto. This is just an update because I was away for a week doing a job and now I'm moving and I am just all over the place. And so this week and next week, it's going to be really irregular when I stream. I think I will be able to pull off some streams in the meantime, but yeah, once May starts, and certainly by the second week of May, I will have like a brand new schedule. I'll be streaming a lot earlier, and yeah, I don't know, probably like 8 o'clock, but maybe even earlier. Who knows? I'm still kind of figuring out where my setup is going to be and how it is going to be set up. So I'm just figuring things out, and I have 2,000 books in here that need to be moved. So that's just what's up with me. And I just wanted to make a video to, or, I wanted to go live just to offer something because I could not do a full on episode today. I don't know that I'll be able to do a full on episode tomorrow. I'm packing up books and moving books, and it's just taking up a lot of my time. But yeah, I don't know. Things have been interesting on my end though. So I'm definitely in like sort of a life transition point right now. I mean, I still very much feel like myself, but anytime that you move, it's sort of a transition point. And I also just got confirmed in the Catholic Church, and that has been really way more interesting than I even thought it was going to be. And I thought it was going to be pretty interesting, but I've been having really intense Eucharistic experiences, like experiences at Mass with communion. If you're not familiar, when you eat the bread. And yeah, it's just, I've been keeping a notebook of basically all of my, except for the very first one, which was at my confirmation at the Easter Vigil. Now I've been keeping a notebook that is like keeping track of the meditations I have post communion. And I think it's been pretty interesting. It has been a very intense and healing and orienting experience every time. So I've started going to Mass every day, and that has also fixed my sleep schedule for the first time in my life, because I always, like, I've lived my life in such a way where I would never really have a boss on purpose. Like, I don't know, I would just do gig labor and live in housing situations that were extraordinarily cheap, and like artist housing and stuff like that. And so I could just never, it was always it was a matter of willpower to get out of bed in the morning. Like, there was no disciplinary end. Like, I couldn't get fired because I didn't have a job in that way. And then when I would have like a gig or something I was doing where I would have to wake up early, for example, the past week I had to wake up early because I was just doing this gig that I do every few months and I've been doing for years. And, when I have to, I'll wake up. But I love being awake in the morning, but not as much as I love being awake at the beginning of the morning at midnight until 4 a.m. That's how it happens. I'll just stay up really late. And yeah, so I don't know. But now that I have a different reason to wake up early, it's not a disciplinary reason. It's more like, I'm excited to go and have those experiences at Mass. I'm like looking forward to praying and to meditating and putting myself in a positive headspace and reflecting on my life. It's been interesting. I've been waking up earlier than, like, I actually started waking up before I had to wake up for work just so that I could go to Mass, even though that was like 2 hours earlier than I had to. So yeah, I don't know. Weird things going on in my life. Changes are going on in my life, even if I mean, some of them are very significant, but some of them are just little things like waking up in the morning instead of staying up all night. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, well, I guess, I mean, just some other stuff that's going on with the show. I, like, at the very beginning, I wanted to I kind of was looking forward to having this be similar to a radio show in a certain way. Like, I don't know, like a pirate radio station or something where it's just like a thing that I'm doing. But something I like about, or I don't know, I've never been into any radio shows. Something I like about the idea of having my own is allowing people to call in. So I want to get something set up where I can, like where people can Skype call in, like not video probably, I think just audio. And yeah, anyone can call in and we can just talk, because I think we're in a new phase of the show, not a totally new phase of the show, but you know, I've been talking for many hours at this point, and some people have been listening to all of it, and that's great. And I don't know, I like, there are certain things that can happen in dialogue that can't happen just in monologue. So like I had a phone call, I was considering doing a show today, but then I called an old friend who I haven't talked to in a while, and we talked for I think like a couple hours. And so I kind of got, I exercised my ability to do a show. Like I talked too much, so it wouldn't, I like lost my drive to just speak. And however, like, I don't know, it's just, that's just a great medium for talking about things. And I think it would be fun to just have strangers call in and friends call in, and you know, just see what we have to talk about. And yeah, or debate about, who knows. I think it's just something I'm looking forward to. And other than that, I mean, I guess the other changes that will happen with the show, so it'll happen earlier, and I'm kind of thinking about doing something like 3 days a week. I'll do a stream for at least an hour, where maybe I do like the hour monologue thing I've been doing, but then I open the calls and people can just call in, because I am not able to do, currently I just can't get in a workflow where I'm able to do the show itself and the research and organization of concept work. Like I'm not able to read as much as I want. So I want to be reading even things that I've written and refining them into material. And currently 4 days a week streaming is not really working. I think I might switch to 3. So we'll find out. And there's another thing. Oh yeah, I've started writing some things for the Patreon. I haven't posted them on there, and I actually haven't checked it, so I don't know if the chat is being used or anything. Okay, so two things. I guess I'll do this. I won't do this literally right now, but I will open up Patreon so that I don't forget to do this, because I think what I'm going to do, if I'm able, is set it up so that anyone can join for free and be in a group chat with other Patreon Junto subscribers. Because yeah, I don't think that should be paywalled. I think people want to talk to each other, and we'll see what it turns into. And yeah, so that way my friends can join too, and they, I don't know, they don't want to pay me, so that's fine. But yeah, so that's one thing. And the other thing is I've started writing some stuff to post on the Patreon as just like essay versions of the show. Not literally, not like I'm taking episodes and turning them into essays, although that's not a bad idea. It's something I think about doing. More just like getting my thoughts out in a different medium and offering it there. And that will be paywalled ultimately for $5 a month. But you know, that's the game. So that's how it works. And yeah. And speaking of which, if you do subscribe to the Patreon, I'm shipping out the first books on Wednesday, I believe. And yeah, that's yeah, so if you want a book this week, subscribe to the Patreon, or or come to my apartment and, take some that I otherwise will need to pack up and move to various locations, because it's a lot of books, and I don't even exactly know what my living situation is going to be like in the near future. We're all figuring it out. So, well, I'm figuring it out with other people who have places for me to live potentially. So we're figuring it out. All right. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more. I guess something, just since some people are watching, that phone call was interesting. I don't know. I want to have a whole bunch of, I don't want to say content, but I would like to talk a lot about my religious experiences recently and my thoughts about Catholicism and what it means and what it looks like in the world and what it is. And that I'll probably do some monologues about it, but that's something that I think lends itself really well to dialogue with other people, because we all ultimately have religious beliefs. We all have beliefs about the worlds that we're in and about our values. And so even if someone says they're not religious, there are assumptions, and that, I don't know, it just opens up into a nice conversation, I think. And obviously I have a really, well, maybe it's not obvious, but ultimately I think Catholicism is an extremely positive religion. It is an extremely loving religion where God is love. Love overcomes evil. And there are so many ways to introduce love into your life, into every part of your psyche, every cell of your body, every social relationship that you have, every act that you do. And I think Catholicism is about exploring love in every possible dimension. So I enjoy talking to people who don't have that conception of Catholicism, who go to a Catholic Mass and don't see that, which I understand, because it's, well, I won't get into it all now, but basically I think there's a lot to talk about. And I don't want to just ramble on here. I want to go to bed. So thanks for tuning in. That's the update. I don't have anything else to update you on. So yeah, join the Patreon for free if you want to be in a group chat with some people. I don't think anyone's using it, but there are people in there, but nobody's like messaging each other. But I think ultimately it will, once there's more voices, it will pop off. So that'll be free. Feel free to get in there, and yeah, I don't know, have a nice night. I'll maybe be on here tomorrow, but like I said, the real purpose of this stream is I have no idea what the next 2 weeks are going to look like on my YouTube channel, I think. But after those 2 weeks, things are going to look very organized on my YouTube channel. They're going to look not organized, very predictable. Things will be totally predictable, and you'll know when I'm live, and I'll know when I'm going to be live, and I'll even know what I'm going to talk about beforehand, maybe. And anyway, appreciate you for tuning in, and have a good night. Thank you.